is Marianah Lourens met Kuns in Vermaak, Art and Entertainment with Marianah Lourens, and I'm so excited here because I'm here with my very, very long time friend Linda-Louise Swain, and I'm here in the Rather Swain drama room at Pearson School because this is where you guys do your stuff.
Do most of our stuff.
The drama mamas. They're the drama mamas. They're known for that. And of course, we go hand in hand with our love for animals. And so therefore, we are having the most amazing entertainment for the fundraiser for AACL, and it's going to be a trivia evening.
Yes.
And if you want entertainment, then you can have it in a trivia show, because this one is different. And it's with Mike. And Mike, will you please introduce yourself and tell us who and what you are in real life?
I'm the big guy in real life. Yeah, so hi Marianah, nice to be with you, and obviously lovely to be back in the Windy City. We have been blown in, and it's always good to remember just how strong the wind blows in Port Elizabeth.
Absolutely.
So I'm here to promote the AACL quiz evening, the trivia evening that we're having in a couple of weeks' time. And it's really important just to come along to the Eastern Cape and to help promote, Animal Anti Cruelty, and obviously to give those that haven't got a voice some support and a voice. In sort of years gone by, looking after animals and raising funds and raising money for AACL, obviously through our connection with Linda-Louise. And last year, we had a really great fundraiser. That particular one was at Isitata, and we raised some good money for the animals there. I believe it was a fairly good evening, to the point where some people are willing to come back. So that's great.
Yes, indeed, because we all enjoyed that evening so much at Isitata.
Yeah.
And of course, Isitata is the other drama home.
That's right, yes, absolutely.
In PE, where Sharon has got most of her presence.
Yes, that's right.
It is very, very real there. But you and Sharon have been connected, of course, with the drama
for way too many years.
For way too many years, that's right.
A long time.
We just looked at the photos of our mutual drama princess. I almost want to say that we liked and known Dav Folliott.
Yes, that's
Dav
right.
Folliott, and it's always nice to remember the good stuff about people in the performing arts. But the whole thing here, this is going to be a different show, because this is entertainment on a different level. Mike, first of all, your surname?
Nichols.
Mike Nichols. So now you know who he is.
Oops.
Oops. And tell us now more about, because trivia can take different flavors.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have to say that like any sort of big machine, you've got your controls and you've got the engine room. I'm more of an engine room than a control. When it comes to things like this, my lovely wife, Gail, she's the ideas person. So she'll sort of come up with the idea. And like last time, she came up with the sort of concept of having a quiz evening or trivia evening so that we could raise some money for AACL and make it a fundraiser. Once again, with us coming out again this year, Gail said, what do you think about doing another one? So I said, well, I'm certainly up for it. Over this last year, I have done sort of quizzes for our local village, and I virtually had one in the bag prepared. So really it's just a case of sort of using that again. I really enjoy doing them, and if we can get the benefit out of raising some money for AACL out of the back end, then that's really great. It's all about sort of raising funds for the people who put body and limb on the line to help animals that are in distress. So it's really good to be able to help. But
Linda-Louise and I want to be entertained, because we're not he says he's not the control, he's the...
More the engine room. But,
we want to know what the engine is going to be.
But he is very entertaining as a quizmaster, as we remember, which I think is why so many of the same people have booked for this quiz before. They were there before and they immediately picked up on it and they're back. So that's great. And, we go a long way. We go back to performance days.
Far too long.
Far too long. We have this legendary tale. He said he would never ever do Shakespeare, he would never wear tights.
Uh-huh.
And I have the most glorious photograph of him in tights on the Manville stage.
Now, never say never.
Yeah, I've learned that the hard way.
Mike, that's a saying that comes from somewhere. Maybe you can use that also in your trivia.
Yeah.
Where does that come from? Never say never.
Oh, I don't know.
But so you were actually in a Shakespeare play.
Well, it was a coalition, I suppose, of various Shakespeare works for one of the anniversaries.
That's right.
Was it? And so
we called it All the World's a Stage, and it was just all extracts from all the different ones.
Excerpts from all the various different Shakespeare plays.
And did you make it like a fun thing?
Yes. We had jesters in the beginning, and like all commedia and all that kind of thing, and then the whole sort of history of Shakespeare and all these lovely pieces, some of the most famous pieces that we did.
And all the unusual language that people are not used to, and then they hear it in Shakespeare.
That's going back 25 plus years now, so it's a long time ago.
And it's very, because we have so many memories of Manville, and of course right now the St. George's Park Group are trying to get Manville up and back up and running.
We are so excited.
Oh, we can't wait. They want us to do a little soiree as soon as we have enough there that we can perform and invite people just to bring their picnic baskets. And
that is so unique, never was unique because it was regular in the day.
That's right.
To have Shakespeare in the park. I saw again a Facebook yesterday, I think.
Yes, more than likely. Yes,
yesterday, because it's coming up quite regularly. But now we're not going to be in the park. We're going to be at the Italian Club. I just want to make people a little bit hungry because trivia, you have your different sections, if I remember correctly, and some of it was actually quite hard. Others were so funny.
The way I sort of write quizzes, set questions, I don't like it when people go away having known 3 answers out of 100 and feeling totally stupid. I'd much prefer that people know 60 or 70 or 75 questions. Yeah. And when it comes to the winners and losers, it's perhaps the last 5% or 10%. You make it entertaining. You make it so that people can hear the questions and do things from a bit out left field sometimes, some things that you don't normally hear. It's all about an entertaining, enjoyable evening for everybody. But having said that, once again, the bottom line is to raise some money for Animal Anti Cruelty.
Yes, so, but we need to capture our person there, sitting, listening. Do I know this? Am I going to know this?
Of course you're going to know a lot of the answers. There's also going to be a raffle, so we're going to be getting people to dig in their pockets to buy a couple of raffle tickets. Bottom line is it is a fundraiser for the animals. People can come along, they can get their drinks and snacks from the club, which is sort of there laid on for us. I think the club prices are pretty reasonable.
I think they are.
What they've done this time is they've said we can bring our picnic baskets if we want to, but they've offered a pre-ordered pasta dish because they're under new management at the moment. So I think this is going to be the first of their big events, and I think they just said let's take that route first, and then obviously to just support the club pub at club prices. So that's great. So
it really is a win-win for everyone.
It's a win-win for everyone.
What better pasta dish can you have than from an
Italian lady who's going to be making it?
Exactly.
Yes, so anybody wanting to pre-order just gets hold of me and we order.
And to get tickets, or can they rock up and pay at the door?
They can, but we do need to pre-book the table, so they can contact me for that. But some people are going to be paying at the door. Yes, that's fine. And it's going to be a great evening because Mike is an entertainer as well, and I think a quizmaster has to be almost an entertainer. You've got to have that presence.
Oh, yes. And to keep control of the unruly gang.
That's right, exactly.
So I remember that he can be quite stern when he is, but quite funny as well.
Absolutely,
got to keep them in check. But
they had a ball last
time. Get the questions out and get a few answers in. which is all good.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I think because the answers are sometimes that you actually know you know it, and you just can't remember.
You can't remember that
is
moment.
the most frustrating thing with
And
trivia.
the bottom line is, as I say to everybody, there are no trick questions. They're just questions and answers. Sometimes they're, as I say, a little bit out of left field, but there are no trick questions. Every question has an answer.
Yes, every
So,
question has an
yeah.
answer, and it's like sometimes it's at the tip of your tongue, and you actually say, "Why am I so stupid? Why can't I remember this? Because I should know this."
Yeah. And so many people say, "Oh, of course I remember that," you know, and they almost kick themselves because they, you know, as you say, it was on the tip of their tongue.
Yeah.
Hopefully, at the end of the evening, somewhere you'll also learn something. It may just be the answer to one question that you'll go away and driving in the car on the way home, you'll think, "I never knew that." And, you know, that's also...
That's the nice part of it.
Exactly.
That you actually find out something, wow, I never knew that.
You know, Animal Anti Cruelty League is, we are so grateful because they are out here on holiday to visit family and friends, but giving up of their time and to do this for us. And that is just phenomenal. Mike, we are so grateful to you for this. And I mean, last time,
It's always my pleasure.
Gail had done a whole lot of free fundraising as well, and we made an absolute fortune for the animals. It was incredible. We were able to launch spay-a-thons and everything, and we cannot thank them enough for this kind of thing that they prepared
There's
to do
never
whilst on
enough.
holiday.
There's never enough because I know all the equipment you need, and then the fridge breaks, and then that goes south.
And,
you
you know, I
always
mean,
have to replace stuff.
These really sort of dedicated people who, as I said earlier, you know, sort of are working under very trying conditions.
Yes, and lots of volunteers.
And, yeah, you know, sort of volunteering and all that. So the more they have to be able to do what they do, really the better.
The more shows we can have, the more trivia evenings, because trivia events have become very popular now. People absolutely love it. And it's going to be on the 9th of March. Is that a Saturday?
It's a Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday evening.
And it's going to be at 6-ish?
6 for 6:30.
6:30.
Yep.
So, and will they be able to see it on Facebook or Instagram? Or
Yeah, we've got it out there all
everywhere.
over. That's right.
And
yes.
they can just look where under AACL.
Yes, we have it on the AACL page and on my page, Linda-Louise Swain page, and basically just come along, book a table, and
Book a
we'll
table.
see you there.
Linda, Louise, do you want to give your phone number?
Rather inbox me on Messenger,
On Messenger.
Facebook, yes.
On Facebook.
Yeah, because
That's the
with
easiest.
teaching, I can't have my phone on all the time.
Okay.
You know? So,
Yeah.
You can find her under Linda-Louise Swain. And Linda-Louise is, as you say it, with a
Hyphen.
yes. And Swain is W-A-I-N. And now just quickly, Mike, you are from the UK.
I'm originally from Zim.
Okay, he's from Zim.
I'm a Bulawayo boy. Lived
Okay.
in Port Elizabeth for 20 odd years, and my wife and I now live in the UK.
Origins maybe from the UK, because lots of people who were in Zim who had their roots generations before in the UK.
My grandfather on my father's side was from London. Gail's grandfather was from Scotland, so Glasgow. Sort of connection.
Mine is all Dutch, Germanic,
Yeah.
from the Netherlands, Afrikaans. And Lindy, yours?
Yeah, the Vikings. They trace the Swain back right to the Vikings.
Yeah. Because a name like Swain, you actually can't actually say, "Ooh, that sounds like." What does it? It's a good trivia question.
Yeah.
But now, what does the Vikings mean for those people who don't? There's that kids that's sitting out there listening now, not knowing what a Viking is.
Scandinavian areas. Yeah, so all that.
Scandinavia. So you know then. We're going to see you there. Thank you. Our time is up. It's going to be such an exciting event again. And, of course, entertainment. I can't wait.
Yeah.
And I want to say I'll see you there on the 9th of March, 6 for 6:30. Get your information to book on Facebook and Instagram under Linda-Louise Swain or under AACL for the animals. And we do shows for the animals. We'll do anything for the animals because we love the animals. So thank you so much, Mike, coming all the way from the UK.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Via Zim.
Yeah.
And thank you, Linda-Louise, coming all the way from Scandinavia. We will see you at the Italian Club.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And it's time for me, Marianah Lourens, and Art and Entertainment to say goodbye. Ja, Marianah Lourens wat nou groet met Kuns en Vermaak en Arrivederci.